Hi everyone, a quick message before we start. Tarot and oracle cards are amazing tools for self-awareness and guidance. In the right hands, it can truly help you understand the story of your life. However, they should only be support in developing your own intuition and discernment. I ask that this tarot session be guided by the divine for your best path and purpose. And if you would like to support the work I do on this channel, you may donate at the link in the description box. Thumbs up on the video, commenting and subscribing are also appreciated shows of support. Okay, that's my message. Um, we are gonna do today is the connections and relationships reading, and now we're doing our intro. It's been a week since I did a reading, but I think the last reading was so long that I needed to make sure I have time since it's going in that direction. Something nice today, I have like 4 decks that I prepared for this purpose. So we can pick and choose which one you're gonna get. Well, I'll go like intuitively, because clearly each deck that you have gives you a different type of story. All right, so let me get my time paper out. All right, so we are going to move swiftly into Aries. We're going to do just looking at what is happening in your connection or your relationship right now. We'll get advice, and we'll get a message as well. All right, so Aries. All right, so we're going to start Aries at 224. All right, let's see which deck for Aries now. Okay, this one. All right, so let's see what is happening for Aries in their connection. 5 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Let's shift that over here so we can get some more space. The Magician, the Universe, which is the World card, and the Emperor. Okay, so this deck is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. All right, so we have the Moon in Hidden. Now let's just look at what's happening here. All right, so Aries, it could feel like right now you have a situation where two people are not in communication. Maybe there's also like missing, I miss you type of energy, or I feel neglected by you type of energy. This could be you, or this could be your person. Now let's look at what we have here. There's uncertainty as well, right? So I think because we're not kind of like connecting, maybe not on the everyday, maybe there's a little bit of a split or a separation here. There's like a uncertainty and maybe even some fears. And I guess the fear would be, are we over? And also with the Queen of Swords here, it feels like, are you upset with me? Is there an issue? So it kind of feels like a situation where whoever this is on the other side, the receiving side of this like space, may not be sure what they did to the other person. All right, and I'm gonna just remind you, this could be for Aries in your chart in the, I would say, the top 4, rising, sun, moon, of course, I think Venus as well, but I'm gonna add North Node as well. So all right, this imbalance, right? This imbalance between you two, right? One person feeling like Is this over? Are we, what's happening here? And the other person taking space, maybe having some like boundaries up. It's like wanting to bring things back into a state of alignment. At least somebody here wants that. Now, what that means is that there's going to be a need to like invest in the situation, right? To close out this kind of stalemate between you two. Somebody needs to either have some patience or make a clear investment in this so that this cycle can be closed. No, we also have this Emperor energy. This is clearly Aries. It's almost like a kind of like, well, I don't know if I should do that. I should lead that. Almost like maybe pride. It's not pride, but it's more like being quite like self-directed in a way. And so maybe even though you might want that, there's a sense of like, why should I do that? Um, is what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of pentacle energy. So this is about the mechanics between you and somebody, all pentacle. But the end result is that with these kind of like one person having boundaries, one person saying, well, you should be doing your part, etc. And of course, you should expect that. But it's almost like a stubbornness between two people. There is a sense of like, actually what's underlying is like, I actually miss you. So it's almost like needing that vulnerability in a sense. Yeah, so let's get a message from your person, Aries. This person says, I have shed tears over us. You were the only one who could break down the wall I put up around my heart. So this feels like that Queen of Swords that we saw before. Somebody with boundaries up. So what they're saying is that you have actually touched them. And there's let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. I want to open up and tell you how I feel. So it's almost as somebody that they do have the feeling, but they have trouble feeling, being vulnerable, and they might need a little bit of your help here. Let's draw your advice card. Seven of Swords with the Six of Cups. All right, so this is about, we can't afford to be pretentious in love. We can't afford to be to create illusion, right? Sometimes in this kind of like head-to-head situation, it feels like one person might hide a little bit how they feel because of pride, because of other things. It's like you don't want to be so laid vulnerable in front of somebody and they're not like giving, right? But it's saying that maybe there's a need to overcome that in some way with this person because they come up as Six of Cups, right? Soulmate energy. So that is what I have here for you. There's a need for you to have the conversation. Your person wants to have it. They are saying that they probably aren't going to lead it, but they're open to it. So what will you do with that, Aries? So that's what I have for you. Wishing you all the best with it. All right, so we're going to move now on to Taurus. Now let's see what deck we'll choose for Taurus. 844. All right, for Taurus, let's switch our card. This is going to be a reading for Taurus in their connection. All right, so we have this deck is the This Might Hurt, I think is what it's called. This Might Hurt tarot deck. All right, so for Taurus, what is going on for Taurus in their situation? Three of Swords. Okay, just casually, Three of Swords. With the Lovers, Taurus, this is major stuff. There's some heartbreak here. There's some pain. But I feel like it's because of this really big connection here that it's like two people fated. I don't like to say fated. That sounds kind of ominous, but it's like you're kind of pulled to each other in a way. And so when you have like big energies like this with somebody, it anything, any little thing, like we're sensitive, any little thing can just really be hurtful, right? So let's see, what is this all about? The sun, the devil, the king of wands, the five of swords, eight of cups, seven of cups. Okay, so there's a good amount of cups energy, nine of wands. All right, so this kind of feels, Taurus, like a situation that is draining. It is taking its toll on both of you. It kind of feels like, as I said, it's the lovers, it's that big energy. And with the sun and the five of swords, it's like trying to, it's somebody who's really trying to be optimistic about a situation where even though there could have been some kind of rejection or self-sabotage or something here of the connection, it feels like we're trying to be hopeful, really hoping for success here. And I don't know if that's you, Taurus, but one of you, somebody feels like this situation is a little bit toxic and maybe walking away from the situation. There is a case of somebody who's really assertive of what they want, but is like also confused about that. So we could have this energy of somebody's really hoping that this thing can come together. And then there's another person here, I'm guessing, that I know what I want, I'm attracting what I want, but actually the vibes I'm sending out is kind of confusing. And I think that's where the three of swords energy is coming from. I think one of you here is just like trying so hard. You could feel like this is you, Taurus. Somebody here wants to how to say, explore their options, right? That's the way to say it. And another one is saying, I can't really do that. I can't go there with you because I feel like that is disrupting the connection. It's almost like a lack of investment here. And that could be the thing that is creating this emotional situation between the two of you. Now, let's see what your person is wanting to say right now to you. We have too many problems in this relationship, and the roller coaster ride is making me ill. Maybe we should call it quits for now. And there's underneath, it says, I'm struggling to overcome my addictions. I've come a long way, but I still need help. So it could feel like somebody's just a little bit overwhelmed by what's happening here, Taurus. I don't know if it's you or if it's them. And you will definitely place yourself where you need to be placed. But it's somebody, yeah, it's definitely somebody feeling like they can't really go to the lengths that this connection is asking them to go, or is leading them, and therefore they need to just back away. It feels like they feel like that's for their own health benefit, and maybe that's left one of you in like, where do I go, what do we do from here now? Because there's a little bit of like confusion energy coming off of that. So let's get your advice card. Okay, you have three of pentacles with the queen of swords. Whoever this person is, there is actually a need to cooperate with them. Somebody has their guard up, and what this person actually needs is they need clarity, they need truth, they need understanding, and they also need a sense that there's a kind of like, both of us are in this together type of energy. Now, that is a guidance for you if you want this to be remedied in some way. Your person's saying that they've backed away a little bit. That doesn't to me indicate endings. It really doesn't. It's just somebody saying I need to. The devil is like addictions, as we heard about, is like intense situations that we can feel are too much, and therefore this person is just like needing that space. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. Wishing you all the best with this situation. And if you felt like it resonated, please do give a thumbs up. 15:30 for we're gonna move on to Gemini now. Okay, 15:45. All right, I'm just gonna get Gemini's deck ready. All right, which deck for Gemini? All right, so this is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for Gemini. Gemini, what is going on in your situation? The Emperor. Okay, and now tell me more about this. Seven of Cups, the Devil, Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, Six of Cups, the Star. Taurus had this card in the very same position. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or you could have Taurus in your chart. Now, let me call the zodiac signs out first, because I've been forgetting that. We have here Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and we have Capricorn and Libra and Aries. So all of those energies could be relevant in some way to your story here. All right, so there's an assertive energy, somebody who's like, this is very strong, like a very strong, I was going to say strong-minded, strong-headed. Maybe it's strong-minded is the word or the phrase, but it's something here about reciprocation, like knowing, deciding that I need to reciprocate because I love this person, I have feelings for this person, but some kind of like tentative energy, how to go about that. Let me keep an eye on the situation is what I'm seeing. Now, somebody's a little bit confused as to what to do. Like, there's options here, but there's like holding still, not taking action on something because there's a state of confusion, because somebody may have many things focusing on, many people even, and only take that if you know that to be true, right? Don't take this as a as proof of anything. The Devil with the Six of Cups is a connection that I feel really strongly about. Maybe I'm a little bit obsessed by it. So there's somebody here that is really attached to, I don't know if this is you as the Six of Cups, Gemini. But there's some kind of block here. Somebody's feeling blocked from what they really desire. I feel like it's this Emperor energy. It's like somebody coming up strongly in your reading as like, this is me. I can't stop thinking about you is kind of how I read this. I can't get you off my mind. I'm confused because things aren't going forward. And it also feels like I'm blocked from what I desire, type of thing. And I'm actually ready to give my heart, is kind of what I feel. But this person is like watchful because they do feel blocked, right? They do feel like there's some kind of like, why can't I get to the thing I want, the thing I desire, which is you. Now you can put, this could be you, right? You could tell me which one it is, but this person is like so attached, so bound to this connection, because this is like a special thing for this person. You, this connection, it's very special. And this person is like, it's almost bringing out this type of like, no, I need to step up. I need to like make sure this happens in the way I want. And it's a very kind of strong-willed energy. Maybe that's the phrase I was looking for earlier, instead of strong-minded. So that to me is like a real, like, you'll know who this is because the Six of Cups is here, but it's like somebody who really is feeling totally kind of open and kind of wound up in this connection here. There's this person wants this to go ahead. This person wants to get to where they feel things are better, but this devil energy might be a little bit concerning, because sometimes when we are in that energy, we don't fully understand how we show up with people. And that could be a concern, right? Because I'm going to ask, why is this person blocked? Like, why is this not moving, right? There's got to be a reason, right? So let's get a message from your person. Right. Yeah, okay. I fantasize about kissing you. You're my happy thought. That's what comes through, right? As I was saying to you, the distance between us will not keep us apart, right? It's that kind of like strong minded thing. Like, you are where I'm heading. I'm quite like caught up in this connection, and it's like I can't get my head out of this in a way. And I have all these feelings that I want to like put forward. Type of energy is what I'm seeing for you, Gemini. Now, what to do, your advice. What is your advice in this situation? Ten of Cups, you know, Ten of Cups, Nine of Swords. All right, this is your energy. So you could be wondering, you could be worried about this, you know, this person. I kind of feel like this person comes off as intense, or the energy is intense between you two. And you could be kind of worried, like, what's happening. There's blockages, but even if you are the person that is blocked, Gemini, from like moving forward, this person has a whole lot going on behind the scenes. You might not know about it, but there's a lot of like intense feeling here, and things will go forward. I know that we're thinking like, will it go forward? Will I get what I want out of this situation? But the Ten of Cups is here. Focus on that. Like, if that is what you want and you can get to a place of like balance with this person is saying that there's distance between you right now, but that's not keeping them apart. So they haven't given up, right? And I don't know why you put distance. Clearly for some like concern here, right? So, but and I'm just going to add to the end of your reading that there's this intensity is actually like a very intense sexual energy as well. So take that for what it is. We have Pisces as well here. You could also be dealing with another Gemini as well, along with the other signs that I called out before. Aquarius as well. Yeah. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Wishing you all the best. And if you liked it, please do give a thumbs up. And I'll see you in another reading. All right, so we're going to move on now to Cancer. Let me just correct my deck. All right, Cancer. Which deck do we use for Cancer? Which of the four do we use for Cancer? All right, we have Cancer at 2416. I'll put the time codes up at the end of the reading, the total reading. All right, so we have the Warrior of Love Tarot for Cancer. All right, so please tell me what is happening here between Cancer and their person right now. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. All right, let's find out some more about that. What is that? The Seven of Swords, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess. Kind of feel like that wants to come out. King of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. All right, we have somebody a little bit confused here, Cancel. Somebody is like feeling almost like feeling defeated, feeling rejected. And I kind of feel like this is maybe this person could be a little bit how to say, in their feelings, feeling hurt, and therefore, you know how you can, when you're sensitive about things, you can feel rejected by the slightest thing. This is kind of what I get from this. Somebody is actually not listening to their intuition. They, okay, I'm gonna let that bike pass. Somebody is actually kind of like not listening to what they feel, what is being sent to them about their actions. But also somebody is, maybe you could get the impression that something is a different way than it actually is because somebody's not speaking. It's like there's some kind of hidden thing that you don't really know about, Cancel. Or maybe this is on your side, but it feels like somebody has almost like taken some space from some kind of, okay, this is like social settings, some friend group, some like going out. Somebody's not engaging in that. And it's like there's this opportunity, but there's like a block to it. So there's like one person offering an opportunity, but the other person is saying, you know, there are all these issues. I don't know. I don't want to engage with it. Now, I don't know which one is you. Cancer, you could feel like this is you, like blocking this person. Oh, we have Seven of Cups with the Six of Swords. So there's almost like, should I move on then? Somebody's contemplating what are their options here because they feel blocked. And it's like they want to move towards an Empress, which I'm going to presume is you, or you, about you thinking about this person. But there's some issue here that's blocking this person. Now, Eight of Swords, what is this? Six of Wands. Somebody does not feel confident that they could have the success. So it's a real like, how to say, confidence issue or self-esteem issue with this person. Will this person block me is what influences my ability to take action, right? And I don't know, sometimes if you really want to approach somebody, you just approach them, right? And make it simple. And then if that person says yes, then it's yes. And if the person says no, then it's no. And I understand that that's like a whole mountain of a difference for a lot of people. But sometimes it is as simple as that. And I think this person is getting a lot in their head, letting like thoughts, negative thoughts get in the way of what they actually want. We were seeing here that they weren't speaking up. Okay, if you've had some kind of fight or some kind of resistance that's happened to both of you coming together, or you were together and there's some kind of inciting incident that pushed you apart, and you two have been kind of quiet since then with each other. What does this person want to say? Because I'm feeling like this is the type of reading, Cancer, that I could actually spend half hour on picking this person, because it feels like there are a lot of complicated feelings. I wasn't prepared for the importance you would have in my life. Nothing can break the bond of love between us. All of me loves all of you. So there's like this really nice feeling here, really sweet like connection, but almost like a surprise. This caught this person by surprise, and I think there's some fear attached to that as well. What do I do? This person's like trying to remove themselves from any kind of like external party issues. there's an opening, but there's like a block. It's like wanting to, but not being able to overcome your own thoughts to make it happen type of energy. Yeah. Let's get your advice here. Okay. You and Gemini have this, like, you have this like complex reading, but like you could change, you could turn this around, you could make this the happy kind of state that you wanted, right? This is what is here for you. You two have actually the ability to connect, and I'm actually seeing that Cancer, this complicated situation that we've been looking at, has actually the ability to balance itself out with the Temperance card here. And you two might actually be the type of people that you have this rough start, but then you look at you years later and like you've been married for like 20 years, you know? So this kind of feels like this type of energy. There's a lot to sort out in the beginning, but there is this like potential, this great potential, right? Because remember, we had this beautiful Ten of Cups here, but there's some kind of like fight, resistance energy. Often, sometimes this can be like I've met somebody that challenges me, which is my equal, and we just can't like get it working, but this is totally what we both like want. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. A complex reading, but a lot of love and a lot of desire to be together. So we're gonna move on to Leo. Leo is next. Okay, let's see what deck we choose for Leo. All right, we have Leo at 32. All right, which deck for Leo? Okay, the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Okay, I did switch that. All right, for Leo, what is happening in Leo's connection? What is happening? Five of Cups, Leo. Okay, so we have Five of Cups and we have Five of Wands. No, there's conflict with somebody here, right? But there's also like some sadness about what's happening here. Let's find out some more, Leo. Six of Wands, Temperance, Six of Swords, the Fool, Seven of Wheels, and Three of Wheels. I don't know if I said it, but we're using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel with the Two of Cups. Ta-da. Okay, so you have this great like union partnership thing in the background, right? The potential for it. Ooh, the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. All right, this is what immediately is coming through, Leo, is that you could be in a partnership, or you could be considering a partnership, and this partnership has the ability to go towards something even as serious as marriage, commitment. But here is the underneath. There's something dissatisfying, something that it's like you're sorting through something here before you kind of get to that point. Or this could be where you took the jump and you found something dissatisfying. So there's some kind of regret energy here. Six of Wands with the Fool. It's like, I kind of feel, Leo, that you wanted to, there was an opportunity, right? This Two of Cups situation that presented itself, and it felt like, yes, I can have the type of success in relationships, or feel validated, or accepted, or recognized in a particular way. And so I'm just going to take that leap, right? I'm going to go for it. And that's great. That's great when we go for like relationships because we feel good about it. Now it feels like things are like cooling off now, and so it's like the initial stage of the situation was, all right, this thing is like making me feel really good, I'm gonna go for it. Temperance with the 7 of wheels now is like, all right, things are balancing, and I'm having to like invest a little bit more or be patient with this situation. I'm gonna check why, but now we have on this side, maybe you're thinking about moving on from this a little bit. Something about the dynamic between like you two figuring out how to work things out, that it feels like it's almost like you want to leave it, but it's like an uncertainty. I'm uncertain if I should leave this. The Tower. Okay, and this is surprising, right? This could be something that is surprising even to you, because there's like the Lovers energy here. And the Lovers, if you look at the card, it's like a choice between two, right? It's one person here, and do I go with that one? And it feels like you were so certain about this situation in the beginning, because there's something about it that really felt good to you. Maybe it made you feel recognized, or maybe it made you feel like the Leo you feel you are, right? The kind of energy of Leo, and something about it is just kind of like, I don't know, there's a lot of like waiting in this section. What is this? Queen of Wheels. Okay, does somebody want to be either a partner to you? No, this feels like, Leo, it feels like manifesting in something else, actually. It feels like in the period that you have been in this, it feels like one situation, and you're now thinking to move on to another thing, because the big shock for you was that there is actually another person that's factoring into this decision. This is almost a story when I look at this Lovers card of like, I have two loves in a way. So Leo, your problem is not like nobody, but it's like too many, or I have two hearts. Instead of two minds, I have two hearts. One wants to go in one direction, one wants to be in the other. And just to ask, what is this 5 of Cups? Okay. There's something about a relationship, and the Hierophant is definitely like marriage in some ways. But is there some kind of sadness or overflow of regret when it comes to either a marriage we've been in, or a decision we took towards that is staying with you in a way? And maybe with this Sun, this is your energy. It's like wanting to be optimistic that there can be a revival. So on top of all of that I'm seeing, Leo, it feels like there's maybe another part of your story is the dealing with feelings from another connection that is like mourning that in a way. Yeah. Now let's see what your person, I guess one of these people, maybe the main person, wants to say here. I believe that we are destined to be together in this life. Our connection is special and has been blessed by angels. It will take time and patience, but we can overcome our differences. Let's explore some solutions together. All right, so this doesn't feel like the main person. I don't know. Well, it does indicate that you want to kind of like, you're rethinking this main situation that you chose, and also some regrets from the past. So maybe that is the thing that that person is saying, like, okay, I know we have our issues, but over time, if we put our heads together, we can overcome it, right? But we actually need to explore those solutions together. And this person is saying the connection is special. And that indicates to me, I don't want to give up on it type of energy. Let's get advice for you, Leo. 3 of Swords. Okay, with the Empress. All right, so this, yeah, this confirms what we were talking about. I was, sometimes I feel like, am I on the right track with this? But the advice is confirming this, that whatever the issue is that you have had in the past with somebody, Leo, there is a need for you now to actually look at those past painful feelings that are still lingering, because in some ways it's like blocking an ability to move forward into your best self, but also with your best partner. It's also like, yeah, it's like letting the pain and the regret of the past make the decisions for you. And I think you want to be clear of that so you can actually lead with a clear heart towards this energy, because this is what's possible, right? The Empress with the Chariot, we can go towards that. And that is like, look at this card, it's beautiful, right? So that is what I'm seeing for you, Leo. I'm wishing you all the best with this situation right now. So let us look. Next, we have Virgo. Virgo. If you enjoyed this, I know these readings can be tough, right? It's hard to say if you enjoyed this, but if you something useful, maybe it's the better thing. Do give a thumbs up if you like the work I'm doing here. The thumbs up helps. All right, so Virgo starts at 4127. And time codes will be up after. I keep forgetting to do the zodiac signs for all the signs. Yes, all right, I'm gonna have to like catch up on that next time. I'm sorry, Leo. Virgo. I think I should read the signs in the beginning so that all right, Virgo. What is happening here for you, Virgo? Nine of Cups. Okay. That's Pisces energy. And the Hangman, Pisces energy again. Okay, what is this about? The Magician. Two of Swords. The Emperor. The Hermit, that's your energy here. Knight of Pentacles, your energy again. And the Moon with the Three of Wands. All right. So let me give you the signs before I forget. Aries, Cancer, Virgo, a lot of Virgo energy, Libra, and Gemini. And we also have, we have Aries, a lot of Aries energy as well, and Pisces. All right. So now let's see. This is about like wish fulfillment, Virgo, like what it is that we desire and getting what we actually desire in this life. Now, the Three of Wands tells me that you could be like waiting on some situation. There's like, you're not taking action on it because I see here we have the Devil, right? So you could be like trying to like viewing something from afar. It's like standing back and looking at a situation that you feel like, I'm not sure if I should invest in this thing. Right. Yeah. The Hangman is here. So it's like, you don't know if you should invest in this because in a way you feel like this could be not in your best interest. You feel like it could be toxic. You could feel like it could be something that would keep you stuck in a way. And I don't think you want that, right? So it's like, the thing I desire, is it something that is actually good for me? Is the discernment that I see you trying to have right now. Now, with the Magician and the Hermit, it's like, it's literally like, I have to spend a lot of time reflecting on what I'm bringing into my life, right? So you're a Virgo that is being very careful about what you want to have happen in your life. And so you're kind of like making sure that everything is considered, which is, that's Virgo energy. Two of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you're just not kind of like doing anything hastily. You don't want anything to move forward in a rush because, as I said, you have these concerns. Is the thing I desire, is the thing or person I want in my life, for whatever reason, is that actually something that's good for me? And I think you're really trying to like process that through, which I think that's always good when people are reflective like that. Emperor and the moon, yes. It really comes down to this. There's somebody that you have your eye on and you think this person could be like some kind of partner energy in your life. They could be quite like a strong kind of masculine presence, even, whatever gender, right? It's that strong energy in your life that you're wondering, is there something I don't know about this person? So you're really questioning this person. But I think it's not externally, it's internally that this questioning is happening. So what I see happening for you, Virgo, is like a lot of an internal period reflecting about somebody. Let me find out about this Two of Swords here. Page of Swords. This is like inquiry. So for you, it's almost like Virgo is saying, nothing is happening until I find out all that I need to find out, type of energy. Because it's like you feeling like you definitely want things to be balanced. You want things to be fair. I think it's like a Virgo that's like learning lessons in life. What else do I want to find out about this moon energy? Ten of Wands. There's like an unknown that is so like heavy between the two of you. Maybe you two are not speaking, but it's like a lot that needs to be cleared up. And maybe that's where you come from, Virgo, with like, I need to know everything, because it feels like, I don't know if this person is not willing to or able to, or you're not able to like have this discussion. But whatever it is, there's a lot of heaviness attached to this person. And it has to do a lot with like the stories that come up in terms of like when we think about this person. It's like you don't know what to believe about them. Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. There's like love here, right? There's a lot of love here. And it's like, do I start anew with this person? Like, what do I do? I have feelings, but what do I do here? And there's like a period of like waiting. I don't know what to do. Kind of like, it's ultimately dissatisfying because it's like having feelings and not being able to act on it. Yeah, so let's see what your person wants to say. All right. And your person has like a lot of desire, right? So I want to feel the warmth of your body next to mine. Are you ready for a night of passion? So strong attraction. And this could be why you're considering this, Virgo, right? Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, but it's also like satisfaction. It's also like desires, right? And so you are putting this person through a whole mental process. Should I go in that direction or not? I love them. I have feelings for them. I want to, but like, you have to be careful, right? You have to do the Virgo thing. And some people think like Virgos are they're too overly analytical, but that's part of what creates like the steadiness, right? The sense of like constancy and consistency is being sure about the path you put forward. Yeah, so that is the energy from them. Let us get an advice card for you, Virgo. King of Wands with a Nine of Wands. All right, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Virgo. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, particularly Sagittarius. And the sun is here, Leo. This is, you find this person appealing, attractive. It's probably giving you the advice that this person, I think this person has like, just like, you're kind of frustrated with them because they've used up a lot of your energy, and that to you could feel like red flag territory. But it's like the advice says, you could try again with this person. You could. That's up to you. I leave that up to you. The sun says if we're optimistic, if we look on the positive side, maybe. I'm going to say continue using your discernment with that. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Virgo. If you like this, if it was relevant, please do leave a thumbs up. The thumbs up helps the channel and the work I do here. So thank you. Now we're moving on to Libra. Okay, so Libra is at 5024. All right, so which deck for Libra? Okay, the This Might Hurt tarot deck for Libra. Okay, Libra, what is going on for you? Seven of Swords. All right, let's find out some more. Three of Cups, 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, the Star, 5 of Wands, Justice. All right, 9 of Cups. All right, so could be dealing with an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Libra, another Libra, or this could be you. This is your reading. And I think I said Pisces already. So let's get going on that. All right, so Libra, this is like, what is the unknown? What is it that I'm not seeing here is, to me, the big question in your reading. There's somebody that you're connecting to, and I think it feels really good. Like this, it feels like, yes, this is like what I want. I'm enjoying myself with this person. They are what I desire, type of energy. But when we get to this point now, it's like, yes, we could have happiness, but like, why are we resisting this? Like, it's almost, it feels like the question you could be asking, why are you resisting this so much? Type of energy. Like, why are we having all these fights when we could just be happy? 6 of Wands with Justice feels like you trying to find a way to make this work by, almost feel like you could be trying to find a way around the situation. And it's gonna say, like, by stroking somebody's ego or making them feel more seen or heard. It seems to me what you could be wanting to do is, like, in order to have the success that you want, it's like you're trying to make them feel more validated to maybe balance the situation. Now, I just want to add to that, like, don't dim your light to make you shouldn't have to dim yourself to make something fair, right? And I don't mean like not being cocky or whatever, being arrogant, but I mean, if you have to literally feel less proud of yourself to make a situation work, then, it's not, I don't think that's going to be healthy, right? Because a connection should be both people feeling equally recognized. Now, that was just my little extra PSA, but I kind of feel like, Libra, this is somebody that you feel could really tick your boxes, like could really satisfy you in a certain way, and maybe like literally, even like physically, sexually, or whatever, satisfy you. The star could indicate that as well. But you're like, why are we resisting this ultimate happiness? It almost feels like you can't figure out why. And that could be the Seven of Swords. This feels like what's hidden from you. Like, why is this not going forward? What is hidden from Libra? Two of Pentacles. Something is out of balance here. It has something to do with somebody's intentions. What is out of balance? Death. Okay, so did you two could have had some kind of ending, or this could be flip-flopping back and forth between like, is this going to end or is it not? There's like a fear, or somebody has a fear in this situation. And so that causes them to like hold back. And then you would pick that up as like resistance, fight, argument, energy. And so it's almost like you're having to bolster self-esteem in a way for somebody. So in that case, yes, let's see what your person has to say here. I want to travel with you and create wonderful memories. Are you up for an adventure? Okay. And this flipped. Why is that? This person says, I really need to hear from you. I don't like being in the dark about what is going on in your life. So, there's an intention here, but it kind of feels like somebody they're not present. They're not there to be present in your life. So you could feel like this is something else, like it's not happening, but they're actually, the feelings are there type of energy, which is why there was this flip-flop. Is it like hot and cold energy? Yeah. All right. So I think that is what I have for you here, Libra. Is there one thing, advice? King of Cups, Two of Cups. All right. So there is a lot of love here. You could really love this person. They actually, I think, have feelings for you, a lot of feelings. Maybe they're not disclosing that, and that's part of the problem. The Two of Cups is a really like great partnership, but with the death energy, this could actually be somebody that you separated from, and it's like you desire it to come back together in a way. It's like, will we get back together type of energy. What is here is like express your feelings for this person, right? Even though something's ended, it's saying here that with communication of feelings, with leading with our heart, with leading with the love we feel and the intention to be together, if that's what you want, this can actually change. This energy can change, right? So it's like, it's a little bit of underlying energy of some betrayal here, which is maybe what is causing some of that distance. But yeah, you know what to do, Libra. So this is what I have for you. Wishing you all the best. And we are going to move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio is at 5741. I will have the time codes up at the end. All right, so let's choose a deck for Scorpio. All right, so we've chosen the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. All right, now Scorpio readings are dramatic, but also very empowering. Let me see. So let's see what is happening here for Scorpio in their situation. 10 of Pentacles, yay. Okay. Finally, we have like Scorpio maybe moving along, maybe new things happening. This is like commitment energy. This is like money. This is stability. That is amazing. It feels like your reading maybe wants to focus a little bit more on work, but let's see what else is here. The Morning. This is a particular card in this deck. The Devil. Prince of Pentacles. Yes, yes. I like this energy for you, Scorpio. Three of Torches. The Tower. Seven of Torches. Okay, okay. And Queen of Pentacles. Very nice, very nice. Okay, what do we have for you here? Now, it kind of feels like there's been like right down the middle, there's dramatic energy, right? Something that was not great in your situation with this person, big like drama energy. Like this is what that is, the devil and the tower, right? It's also another way to look at the devil and the tower is like strong sexual chemistry, right? This is somebody, Scorpio, that you would have had like, just to be like blunt, is like explicit, explosive types of intimate connections, situations happening with them. And this person is somebody that I think almost like it's like allowed you to feel optimistic about your future. And it's like you saw a possibility with them, right? And then you had these experiences with this person. It's almost like the high and the low, the physical and the spiritual at the same time. With the Prince of Pentacles and the Seven of Torches now, it's like I think one of you wants to kind of put forward a new beginning here, because I feel like with this, what could be like amazing intimate experience, there is like also big drama as well, big drama energy. It's new beginnings, but it could feel like you're wanting to push for that. I don't know if that's you. You could be dealing with Leo, Scorpio. You could also be dealing with the Aries. There's Capricorn and Virgo energy as well. But I think there's something about like, with all of that in mind, it kind of feels like wanting to focus on stability. How can we get to stability? I think what you want is like partnership with this person. You want to be an anchor. You want to be nurturing, supportive to this person, type of energy, right? This is, yeah, yes, Two of Cups, right? It's wanting to be in that strong position of partnering with somebody, because I think you see a lot of possibilities here, right? The morning is a strong energy of you've woken me up. I see after a hard time, you have incited or excited something in me that's allowing me to move forward in some kind of optimistic way, right? And that, who does that for you? It's very few people that do that for you, right? And especially with this, and for ordinary people, the tower is not really, is it's like, this would be like threatening, but I think this is clearly Scorpio energy, right? So this person somehow gets you in a particular way, is what I'm seeing. They connect with you in a particular way that is in your energy alignment. So you could be dealing with somebody that has Scorpio running through their chart as well in a particular way. Scorpio Mars, Scorpio Venus type of thing. Now let's see what this person has to say. This person says, I can't open my heart to you because there are wounds from my past that still haven't healed. And it says, receiving a text message from you always brightens my day. So it's, it's a little bit of a contradiction here, right? This person is wanting to hear from you, wanting to invite your energy in. But with a text message, it's also like distance, right? Because it's not a call, it's a text message. And so this person really has like, it feels like a bubble around themselves, which tells me from this Seven of Torches that they could be a little bit like defensive or have a guard up. I want to find out what this person has a guard up to. Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. Oh, okay. This person has a lot of like fears, hurt. They are very skeptical. This person is highly skeptical about relationships. The Moon, Queen of Swords, right? This person has anxieties and is like very questioning, very almost like distrustful of situations. And with the Six of Cups, Seven of Swords, it's almost like this is the type of person that they would have a soulmate and they don't believe it. Do you know what I mean? Like you show all the signs of like, you're my person type of thing, and they still don't trust it type of energy. So yeah, this is like, they're telling you the truth. Wait, what is it? I can't open my heart to you. And it's not a you thing, Scorpio. It's the fact that this person has a lot of hurdles that they have to overcome. And I think it's very hard to kind of get anywhere with somebody that is this level of hurt. So this is what I have for you. I know you have good intentions for them, and that's what you want with them. You want to build, you want stability, you want the anchor. I don't think this person can give anything. Maybe it's just a matter of like enjoying what you had and what little this person's able to put forward. I will advocate waiting though. Let's get advice for you. Seven of Pentacles. Just as I said, don't wait. Here is like, well, maybe you could give it a try. Maybe you could invest in this type of energy. See how it goes with the Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. If this person is really not giving anything, like if you're feeling like they give zero, yeah, I wouldn't go forward with it. But it's like this person needs patience. This person needs patience. And if you're really feeling like this is so this was massive for you, right? This was massive for them, then I think you could invest a little bit more time just seeing where they are. They need like a slow hand, this person. You could be dealing with somebody that has Taurus and what is this? Scorpio, Aquarius as well in their chart. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Wishing you all the best with this situation. I have to say, I'm glad that the situation is progressing for you. I've seen the progress in the last few weeks. All right, so we have next up Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, I think this is going to be good for you. Whoops, okay. Sagittarius. Which deck shall we use for Sagittarius? Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Okay. Sagittarius starts at 107.19. All right. So what is going on for Sagittarius? Ooh. In their love life? Two cards. 10 of Swords reversed and Death. What interesting dynamic, Sagittarius. You don't want something to be oval. Or somebody doesn't want something to be oval here. It's like an ending, but I don't really want it to be oval type of thing. Let's see more. This Seven of Swords has come out for so many people. Seven of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wheels, Four of Wheels, Knight of Swords, Page of Wheels. Okay. I'm going to do the signs at the front so I don't forget. You could be dealing with Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And we have a little bit of Pisces here and Libra. Okay, so there is love. There is love is what I want to start with. There are feelings here. So therefore, clearly we wouldn't want something to be oval. No, Sagittarius. Somebody is holding back some information. Somebody's holding back feelings or actions here in a situation. Somebody's keeping something close to their chest, like not allowing you in on that. The Ten of Wheels and Knight of Swords, it feels like wanting a relationship. So somebody, it feels like another energy. It feels like wanting to rush in. Let's like make this official. Let's make this secure. And with the King of Wheels and Page of Wheels, this could be related here, is I am going to be responsible. I want to offer you this opportunity. I want to begin anew with you. I want to even apologize for things that have happened, because we're seeing that there is an ending, but it's like, I don't want that. I don't know if that's you, Sagittarius, saying, I don't want that ending, actually. Maybe you've been holding back a little bit, or maybe you feel like your person has been holding back, and that's what's causing you to like feel like, no, I want to make this more stabilized. I want things to be more official, and I want to see how we can like start anew again. Yeah, because what is here is there are feelings that are growing, small feelings, but they're growing. We're acknowledging now that there are feelings. So this could be somebody, Sagittarius, that you maybe you didn't realize you had this level of feelings, or you didn't allow yourself to show it. With the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like wanting to heal something here. And when I see this Nine of Pentacles, okay, this to me is, even though this is Virgo, this feels like your energy a lot. It's like you want the independence, but it's almost like you've shifted your tune, Sagittarius, because it's like you've understood something here in this situation, that I actually want to make something more secure, more official. I want this person in my life. I want this new beginning. And here we have that holding back. So let's find out about that. What is this holding back energy? Okay, so it could be just like actual restrictions, like somebody has reasons that you two can't be together, but it feels like they're working on it. Virgo energy, Gemini energy. It's There are things I have to overcome in order for us to work type of energy from this person. What's the Seven of Swords here? Two of Swords. Okay, so it's like somebody who's not telling you the reason that something is blocked. Now, I could see why this is frustrating, and I could see why this is forcing you to like take some kind of big action here, because it's like they're not disclosing to you all that they are thinking, all that they're feeling about this situation, right? They're not necessarily giving to this connection. But okay, this is you're the only group I've ever done this for, Sagittarius. Um, your reading demands it. What does this person feel? This person is now trying to understand their feelings. Okay, they're trying to think. You've gotten Virgo a lot, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius here. This person has a lot of things that they feel they're going through, even with the Ten of Wands, and they're having to think about it. With the Ten of Wands and Three of Cups, this is somebody that maybe feels like connections are, in general, this person could feel like connections are a hassle, right? Because if they come up as a hermit, this might be somebody that's kind of used to their single life. We saw the Nine of Pentacles before. Somebody that's used to being on their own. And so thinking about like coming together with you is, especially if it's like a Virgo Sagittarius energy, that's so different. It's like this person's having to make themselves ready for that. What are they thinking? The World, the Moon. They're just not sure if like should they go towards like connecting again, or should they close this? And I think you're sensing that, and you're saying, no, I want this. All right, so let's see what your person has to say here. This person's saying, on one hand, you and I have run our course. I'm sorry, but the answer is no. And that's hard to hear, Sagittarius. That's really hard. I'm really sorry that that comes out. They said, I enjoy being a casual observer and watching you on social media. So it's, as I said, it's the hermit energy, right? It's somebody that is just kind of like, they don't know what they feel. They are watching from a distance, and it's almost like an avoidance, like a retreat inside. Something about this situation is too much for this person, right? It's okay, with this person, will things change in terms of with Sagittarius, with this person. Um, it feels like to me, Sagittarius, that what this is telling me is that this person is just not in a space. It's like they're not coming out of the hermit energy. They're not coming out of the cave to kind of embrace the connection in a way. Yeah. So, but they come up as the Queen of Cups, but it's the Queen of Cups who is maybe feeling a little bit rejected. Maybe there's some self-sabotage, and therefore they, as I said, it's that retreat energy. So somebody has felt kind of like somehow rejected in a way, maybe. Okay, so these are things that we have to like ask ourselves when these types of cards come up in our readings. Is this like, what part of this is true? What part is not true for me? Don't take it if it's not true for you, right? But also the reading is meant to help us think through our issues. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you all the best with this situation. Let's see next week if your person is like processing a little bit more, or whether you are able to work this through as well. So Capricorn is next. Let's see what deck there is for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn is 11623. Okay, if you enjoyed so far, if you resonate with anything, or you feel like you saw your story, please do give a thumbs up. It helps the channel and helps me to know which readings you like. All right, for Capricorn, okay. This might hurt, okay. This might hurt, Tarot. For Capricorn, what is going on in Capricorn's love life? Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn is the one that last week I saw the bed card. So there was like the book says an amorous relationship on the horizon. So Capricorn, it's like you could be thinking about your special person, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, potentially, that I think you're feeling like a little bit frisky, like I want to explore. I want to see what's happening over there. What's happening over there with them type of energy. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands. Yeah. It's like it's a Capricorn on the go. I want to see what's going on with my person, the person that I think Capricorns could be thinking about a new relationship, a partner, something like that. Let's see more. Six of Swords with the Six of Cups. I told you, I was saying like what's going on over there. I get this feeling that this person is like, you have to make some kind of big effort to like go towards them. All right, what else is there? What else is there? Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. All right, Queen of Swords. All right, so it kind of feels like you're seeing this person as your person, your partner, your potential partner. At least that's what I think you want. And they're coming up as, you know what, this is somebody you could have dealt with already. And they're a little bit like, okay, I need to kind of know where this is going. They need to question things. This is Virgo, Libra energy, and Sagittarius as well. It's like, okay, are we going in this direction again? But here's the thing. I actually think your person manifested this. So even though they might show up as like, okay, what's going on here with you? They might be a little bit, they might feel like they have their boundary up, but I think that they actually are manifesting this. So that's interesting. Ace of Cups fell out. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, strong attraction between you two, first of all. Let's look at what we have here. So it feels to me, Capricorn, that going towards this person has been really hard. It's one of those connections that it's almost like you have to like work to make it happen in a way, right? But that doesn't mean it's bad. Some connections are like that. Some of them, like, people go through all kind of a journey to get together, and it's still strong. And some people just come together like that, and they're strong as well. But it feels like also you are thinking about going towards this person, maybe leaving from where you are. I don't know if you are in a different place from your person. Maybe you're in a different city or part of a city or something like that. Or maybe it's just energetically, I want to go towards my person, but it's difficult. I'm going to look at this card soon. And also, we have you're recognizing this person as this is my person. I feel comfortable with them. They're like a soulmate energy here. And I just feel like I want to be with them. This is like how I see this. I just want to be with this person type of energy. Almost like all the things you've been through, you're saying, I'm just sure I want to be with them type of thing. The Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So right now it feels like making decisions that would allow you to come together. So it's almost like no drama for Capricorn. Capricorn knows what they want, and there's not so much from your person except this Queen of Swords, which let's see what that's about. Why is this Queen of Swords here? This is Capricorn energy. Your person, okay, your person is wary about situations that feel intense, feel heavy or attached. I think your person is just wanting to avoid stress, drama, maybe because of what they've been through in their life. Why? Seven of Cups. Your person's like, I don't want to be confused. Okay, so your person's just in a kind of life energy of, I don't want confusion, I don't want stress or drama, and I just want to leave that alone. But so it might not be with you, Capricorn. It might just be in general in life. This person has like dealt with a lot and they just don't want any stress. Let's see. Ten of Wands. Okay, it kind of feels like it's been a little bit of work trying to invest in this situation. Why? Or maybe it's for you. For some of you, it's like working towards being with this person has been like hard, almost like you had to like put in some amount of work in order to be able to go towards this person, is what I'm getting. Like almost like you have to show up with something, or this is like the standard you've set for yourself, and now it's like trying to go towards them. The other thing here is connecting to last week's reading where this is a Capricorn who is saying like, I have such strong feelings for my person. It's actually hard to bear. I actually want to be with them physically, intimately. I just want to be with them, right? It's like, I just want to go towards them type of energy. You desire this person in multiple ways. And with the Tower here, there's like big, intimate experience type of energy. So let's see what your person has to say. I'm curious, Capricorn. Oh, you're my only love interest, and I'm here to stay. I believe that we are destined to be together in this life. Our connection is special and has been blessed by the angels. So I don't think your person is resisting. I don't think your person is saying no. It's just that this is just in general a kind of wary person. And you get that, right? If you're dealing with like a Virgo or Libra or Aquarius type energy, you're going to get that type of energy from them. So in general, I'm not saying every Aquarius, Virgo, or Libra is like that. All right, so let's look at the advice here for you, Capricorn. Ten of Pentacles. Like, you have such a positive, strong reading, Capricorn. It's like, this is your person. Go towards them. Anchor in. It's like a Capricorn who's on the verge of like settling down is what I get. It's like, now is the time of your life where you can choose your person. This person is there for you, and you just have to make it happen type of energy. So that's what I see, and I love that for you. Let's look at your signs. I finally remembered to call the signs out, so that's good. This is Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, which is you, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus, and Libra. Yeah, so that is the energy that is around your reading. Could have something to do with that. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Wishing you all the best with your situation going forward. All right, so we have Aquarius, I believe, next. All right, so let's choose a deck for Aquarius. All right, which deck? Okay, the same deck. This might hurt. All right, so Aquarius is 125.59. All right, so let's see what we have for Aquarius. For Aquarius, what is going on in your love life? Seven of Cups. Options, Aquarius. Okay, all right, so let's see what else is this in relation to. Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Wands. Okay, Aquarius. This is about you going towards something, feeling passionate energy towards something, someone. Now, it kind of feels like this is a situation that maybe one of you walked away from a little bit before this. It's you two have been on like a little break. It doesn't feel like death energy, like endings. It feels more like we needed to take a little bit of a break. Maybe we both needed to explore things differently in life before we came back together. Five of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles feels like somebody could have rejected settling down with the other person, is what it feels like. But here comes that kind of offer again, new start energy. So even though we've walked away and somebody said, okay, I've rejected this, you know, this isn't, I want this, somebody wanted this situation. You could be dealing with an earth sign like Virgo. Here's an offer again, here's here's an opportunity, and it's coming in fast, Aquarius. Like Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, these are two of the fastest cards in the deck. So there's some kind of message or contact that you're going to be getting that is happening quite soon, I would say. And it's some kind of small offer. It might be an apology. It might be some kind of small little offer to like, let's start again. The person may never say let's start again, but it's something that you know is like a door opener, right? So here is the options. It's almost like if you want this again, you can choose it type of energy. And what do you want, Aquarius, is kind of what I see happening here. It's up to you. If you want something, it kind of feels like you have other things going on. But if you want this thing again, if you want the door to be open to this thing, then here it comes. Very clear energy. Pisces is here as well. Libra, your energy, Aquarius. So you could have been the one, Aquarius, that said, I don't want the settling down with you type of energy to be direct. Virgo as well, Gemini, Sagittarius. Yeah. I feel like somebody just cannot, somebody can't contain themselves, is what I'm seeing. I laugh because there's like these three cards and it just feels like so sexual. It feels like I just can't wait. I can't contain myself. Um, there is Three of Swords here, and it might be like a way to kind of bridge the gap when there's hurt or pain in a situation. It's like somebody wants to connect in that like intimate sexual way, and they're very excited about like having some kind of change with you because it has been weighing on their mind. So take it as it is, Aquarius. Let's see what they have to say. It would break my heart to see you with somebody else. And I want to travel with you and create wonderful memories. Are you up for an adventure? Okay, and that to me feels like Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy, and maybe a little bit of like Cancer or Scorpio energy with this. Yeah, I feel like you maybe aren't, it's telling me you aren't like connected to the person, but like you're not like in their life every day. But I just think this person just hopes that you never, no, that's not what I want to say. They hope that they would be the one that you settle down with. Even though things haven't worked out and you may be like, yeah, but this person has moved on or whatever. I'm telling you that if it's the person we're thinking about, um, they just can't wait for the opening again. Yeah. And so let's get your advice here. Let's get your advice. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Pentacles. No. Aquarius. What struck me before is that you could have been the one that said, I don't want to like anchor myself to this situation. It kind of feels like it's calling for that. This could be the person that actually shows you something about like investment in a connection. It's like that is the message for you. If you want this, you might actually need to like take it a little bit slower. Choose this person, choose to invest your time with them and actually figure out how you can work with them to get to where you want, right? Because I think you're like, you're busy, you're doing things in life, you're innovating, you're on the go. You might find this person a little bit slow for you because I see a lot of earth energy here, but it's picking up, right? There's air sign energy, so it's like they're willing to meet you with like some of the things you want to do, which is like the travel, like the bigger expansive life, and you might need to meet them a little bit where they are, which is like that slower, more stable type of life. So this is a second go around for you, Aquarius. I love that. If you like this, please do give a thumbs up, and if anything resonated, it helps the channel. It helps me to know if you like this type of reading. Okay, so let us, we have Pisces. Pisces on our list. All right, and the time codes will be up after this. All right, so Pisces. Which deck for Pisces? Okay. Like I just knew it was gonna be this one. This is the Warrior of Love Tarot. All right, okay. So let's give a shuffle. And Pisces. Okay, two things want to come out. The Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to leave those there. Kind of feels, Pisces, like you're about to start a relationship. Or that's kind of the energy here. You're about to jump into some kind of situation which maybe you don't even realize it's that serious, but it's that serious. It literally is. All right, so let's see. more about this. I told you, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Empress. Three of Wands. Okay. So, Pisces, you could have been waiting a little bit, waiting for a while. We do have the Devil here and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I wonder if you like were waiting and the Hangman. There's a lot of like waiting energy. I'm waiting, I'm hoping. You could have had your eye on somebody, Pisces. You could have felt like somebody kept you waiting for a long time. And maybe you were single for a long time. Maybe you weren't really exploring anything for a long time. Maybe even it became like a thing to be single, to be like waiting became some kind of energy that became a little bit harmful to you, right? It feels like something like a legacy from another relationship type of thing. But it tells me that there's like, okay, suddenly we're going to jump into something new. Now, Seven of Wands with the Ace of Swords, it kind of feels like because you're asserting yourself more in a situation, there's some kind of truth you're expressing or somebody's expressing to you. Maybe you're insisting on finding out a truth. Maybe you're insisting on speaking up. Maybe that person is also insisting on, it's like communication, and we're both trying to like advocate for ourselves. King of Pentacles here with the Six of Swords. I almost feel like you could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it's somebody that is fully like reliable. Maybe they have like a business. Maybe they're just like stable in your life. This is good partner energy. Is somebody that's, let's see the Six of Swords, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody that maybe you're no longer wanting to hold on to it. So a lot of this is telling me that I thought this was the person that you were going to be jumping into something with, but it's actually telling me about the I don't want to keep holding on to something old type of energy. I don't want to keep investing in something that I clearly need to move on from, is what I get from this energy for you, Pisces. So it kind of feels like you have this energy of like, yeah, this person, some situation has just kept me stuck for a long time, right? We saw that Devil. It's like toxic waiting. Somebody that keeps you waiting, or you keep yourself waiting, and it becomes like a cycle that is obsessive in a way. You don't want that anymore. And I see you saying, the truth is, I don't want this. I don't want to keep doing this with you. And I don't even know if you're saying that to this person. The Ace of Swords is here, so you might be saying it. But it's like, I need to move on from you. So some of you could be married or connected to somebody who, like in a relationship, that somebody who's maybe provided for you or made you feel stable, and you're just like, I need to move on from it because you're holding back. This is dissatisfying. We have regrets in this situation. But your story starts at this point now. There's Knight of Cups and the Empress. Because you've kind of put your foot down in certain ways, I don't know if it's the same person. I can ask. But it feels like all of a sudden there is now outpourings of love. Now I am open to you. And you're the Empress here, Pisces. It's suddenly you are now, it's like somebody has seen, because you've drawn a line or something, you've made yourself, you've spoken up for yourself is what it is. You've advocated for yourself and you said, this is unacceptable. I'm not going to wait on you anymore. This is you suddenly being embraced for the truth of who you really are as the Empress. Valuable. Now, is this the same person? Is this Is this King of Pentacles the one that Pisces is going to move forward in? Yes. Yes, Pisces. There's somebody that you're drawing a line with, that it kind of feels like, it's like you, isn't that annoying when you have to be assertive with somebody for them to like recognize you? That's so annoying. But you know what? I kind of feel that I always feel like lessons are in life. So it's almost like it's teaching you how to speak up for yourself, how to not just be so accommodating for somebody just because you love them or you like them. Um, the world, Queen of Pentacles. Now you're in the position. Here's a match for this person. Closing out a cycle, and there's success with this person. Man, okay, this person made you like, I feel like this reading was a little bit of work to get out of them. What do they want to say? What does this person want to say here? I haven't been completely honest with you for sure. I am very attracted to you and I can feel the chemistry building between us. So this almost feels like this, you two haven't explored. It's been latent. It's been like understood feelings, but you've had to like say something to almost like push this into action, and voila, we're in a relationship. So that is amazing, Pisces. What a way to end. um I would just say get ready. Now I'm just going to add something. Some people do talk about the Empress as somebody that is pregnant, is a mother. So if that is something you don't want, be careful. If that's something you want, I see you two having like 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, like good, like stable relationship energy. So if that's something you want, then it could be hinted at here. Um, let's look at the signs you have here. It's a lot of cups energy. I love that for a water sign like Pisces. So we have Leo, we have Scorpio, um, we have Capricorn, Taurus, in particular Taurus. We have Cancer, Pisces, Taurus and Libra, and we have Capricorn and Aquarius. And up here we have Aries, Aquarius, Virgo. So you could be connecting to one of these people, or it's just the energy around you that affects you. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Wishing you all the best with this situation. And I love to see you back here again. So now we have come to the end of our live stream, and I'm wishing you all the best. If you want to see more readings, and if you like this reading, please do give a thumbs up before we end, and I'd love to see you on our next one. Okay, so take care.